Alex Cooper has a beverage brand, and as a copywriter for CPG beverage brands, it's my duty to audit it. Let's go. Okay, so first things first, they have this very lovely lifestyle image. However, for the most part, because it is December, the vibe is not summertime. So I understand that this is a hydration brand, so therefore they would want to have they want to implement that in their branding, even when it comes to their imagery, but you don't necessarily associate this time of the year with being at the beach unless you're like on a vacation. I understand the entire world isn't in winter, but it makes sense to change your website, update it as the seasons, as the holidays go by. So I just feel like this makes more sense for spring, summer, not right now in the winter. This is one of my favorite CPG website features. When you hover over an image, it changes to show you what the product looks like, what's inside of it. So this is watermelon, so it's obviously watermelon behind it. Raspberry, you're obviously seeing raspberry, and so on and so forth. This is also another way to showcase, limited edition, or even like here, new products. You want this at the forefront, because when you have products that people need to know about, you need to make that very, very clear as soon as they land on your website. Another smart thing that they did, all of this is very important information. Instead of trying to shove it all in here in this section, they gave it its own section. So here's a bit more detail about the new products. And then you can click on these different tabs to kind of learn more about their other different products that they have. Love this, 10 out of 10. If it's something new, that needs to be at the forefront. I don't care if you have a bestseller. Get that out the way when you have new products in. For everything Unwell, this is cute. These kind of like block the wording. So I would make this even like move all the way out of the way, or make them smaller so you can read. Because if I stop here, I don't know if this is one word. I mean, if I kind of know, because I know the English fucking language, but like, you see how it kind of just stays there? I would move all of these fruits out the way when you scroll. I wouldn't keep it there. No artificial flavors, circle. This could have been better. Like, it's just kind of boring. The website is very fun, and then they just kind of got this. This could have been a rotating banner with some imagery to partner with this instead of these hyphens. Bland. Again, I love the consistency here with these sections. Okay. Find us at your favorite store. Low key, this needs to be a bit higher. This is kind of too far down. Thirsty for more. I like that. And I like their putting their in feed in here. 10 out of 10 on that part. All right, let's go to their like shop page. Let's see what these product pages are looking like. Pure protein in this imagery. Sure. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Okay. This page is kind of short, so let's click on something. Okay, this is too big. These little sections, these little boxes, way too big. I don't know. I feel like this is way too much information. It's very wordy and very, I don't know. I feel like they could have utilized this space a bit more. Not that you don't need this information in details, like it's necessary, but I feel like it's a lot going on. What makes this different? That could have been what makes this different needs to be its own section. That could be like right here, like how this is its own section. What makes it different? You need to do a differentiator chart. Like this product from Unwell versus all of the other competitors. That needs to be its own section. How to use, sure, could have been its own section. That could have been fun, like different ways you would drink it. You would drink it before or after a workout, when you're at the beach, like that girl was on the homepage, after a hangover, something like that. Like you could have made this how to use it fun. That could have been a much more fun section. Hydration that works harder. Sure. I'm not too married to that section. I like this. I like this. This is cute. Yep, protein minus degrees. Protein. Absolutely. I get that. You can replace those. Okay, cool. This is okay. Again, I feel like everything's so big on this website. It's like you could use so much stuff without it being too messy. Maybe that's what the idea is, but okay, fine. I wonder what this looks like on mobile. I'll need to look at that. What else we have? What's inside the bottle? This is a lot. I feel like, Jesus, you have to scroll for this. They should have put these on, made them like little icons. And then maybe you click, maybe you hover over, like, you know how you hover over this and there's more information. Maybe if they made a whole bunch of icons and you hover over it, it does that. I don't know, maybe for legal purposes, you have to put all of this. That could be another ring. But what's inside? This is so awkward. What's inside this bottle? They could have done something with that. Feeling unwell has never looked better. I like that. Maybe it's never felt better. Feeling unwell has never felt better. Sure. Again, this is very much like, I get you need protein for all these activities, but they need to switch it up for the season. Like, nobody's out here unless you live in California looking like that, or Miami. What else? Let's go to their FAQ. I feel like you could also like get some FAQs like, can I replace this with, I feel like people, this is a protein product and you are, promoting basically you can drink your protein now. So I think you should answer questions like, can I stop eating meat instead of drinking Unwell? Can I stop eating eggs in the breakfast and drink it Unwell instead? I feel like you need to answer those questions if you want to use the claim, drink your protein now, because people will have questions. Can I just replace this with an egg? Like, you definitely want to be careful when you are trying to, provide an alternative for people. So I feel like that should be in the FAQ. I don't know. There's like, this website has so much potential because it's so cute, but I feel like there's either things that are too big or it's a missed opportunity to have more information, or it's too like, okay, whatever.